My name is Nassine Saps.
Let me ask you a question. Has anything ever happened to you that you couldn't explain? That made you feel sort of foolish when you tried to tell somebody about it? Well, if it has, you have plenty of company, as you'll soon see.
This isn't real.
What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain. This is the world that you know.
Fasten your seatbelt, sir.
Boarding aluminum fuselage to the center, taking my seat. Those of you with no clue to my state of mind can't possibly understand the discomfort here, but oh, it's not the seat, it's the plane. I can't wait to be rid of here. Your bills, your comforting at ease. I wouldn't call myself my nervousness, restless part I've just been released. I wouldn't mind if we had just stayed grounded. I'm trying my best to believe everything is fine. Now take in this view. What's this view? Lightning lit view. Open my eyes, my Lord, it's tearing it apart. You look and it's gone, but I swear that's there. There's something out there coming. It's all I see.
We are the light. We were called for these times. These are exciting times. For how do we learn wisdom? First by reflection, which is noblest. Second by imitation, which is easiest. And third by experience. Mind, body, spirit. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. We're going to see beauty in suffering. That's how we come together, is through suffering. That's what I saw in the directed energy weapon attacks in California. People coming together and providing shelter, providing food, providing clothes. He who knows all the answers has not been asked all the questions. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. Life is really simple, but make it complicated. We're getting back to our roots. We're going to have to get back to the gardens. It's springtime. Funniest people are the saddest ones. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. Wherever you go, go with all your heart. In the middle of the word heart is ear. Okay? You take the H and put it at the end, it's earth. Hear, feel, touch, love. To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. Keep your dignity and respect, folks. It's going to feel anxiety. You're going to feel tension. Just let it go. When you see a good person, think of becoming like them. Encourage right action, right feeling, right thought, right speech. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. This is a time of great ignorance, and people aren't going to get it. Stop wanting them to get it. Some will. Those are the tribe. Those are the ones you got to find. And then slowly, eventually, get out in groups and gather. Show you're not afraid. Get out on your front lawns, folks, and have a barbecue. Show you're not afraid. Let them come and say we're going to take you away. Let these, if they're going to do that. And then you'll have a say about it. But make them come to you and get you. Don't go out in their world where they can take you away and nobody sees you. Play the game of them having to come into your territory. Read the book Art of War by Lao Tzu. Understand this is war. What did Trump declare? He declared war. And it's war on all the world. This is the great war of the worlds. You're going to have to take care of yourself. So get some gauze, get some cloths for cuts and scrapes. Get some disinfectants grow some alloy plants that you can use for disinfectants. Learn to use nature like we used to do before. Again, Trump declares major disaster for California, which initiates the actions of the National Guard. People aren't obeying because they're not seeing people dying yet. And in the Marin County here, they're going to the beaches. Now they're shutting down the beaches. And this is what we're dealing with, okay? So don't try and think that everybody's going to get it, because you're going to just get frustrated. But again, find those in your tribe that do. Find those around you in your community. Just starting on a subject. How does this make you feel? What's going on? Because people are going to feel lost and uncertain. And again, this is all by design. There's a patron called Santa Corona, and she's a patron saint of plagues and pandemics. This is all by design. We've been warned. We've been told it's cyclical. It's samsara, the cycle of suffering. The Buddhist Four Noble Truths of Suffering is understanding that suffering is the cause of all the problems in the world. Second truth is knowing what suffering is. Third truth is knowing the causation of suffering. And the fourth truth, where we are now, is the end of the suffering, how to take the path to end suffering. And that's to bring love. The demons, Ahrimanic, Luciferian, Azuric, Satanic, these demons cannot live if you embrace love in your heart. The ancient natives knew a lot. Mother Earth, the great turtle, Father Sky. This is what they told us. You've been telling people that this is the 11th hour. Now you must go back and tell the people that this is the hour. And there are things to be considered. Where are you living? What are you doing? What are your relationships? Are you in right relation? Where is your water? Know your garden. It's time to speak your truth. Create your common unity in your community. And by all means, folks, be good to each other. And do not look outside yourself for a leader. Do not think that writing your congressman is going to make a difference, or that the guy Q is going to trust the plan, or that the Trumpettes are going to rally around the cause, or there's some grand plan that's going to save our asses. Throw that out, please. Move on. Then he clasped his hands together, smiled, and said, "This could be a good time. There's a river flowing now very fast. It is so great and swift that there are those who will be afraid. They will try to hold on to the shore. They will feel they're being torn apart and will suffer greatly. They will feel they're being torn apart and will suffer greatly. It has to happen. Know the river has its destination. The elders say we must let go of the shore and push off into the middle of the river. Keep your eyes open and your head above water. And I say, see who is there with you and celebrate. At this moment in history, we are to take nothing personally, least of all ourselves. For the moment that we do, our spiritual growth and journey comes to the halt. The time of the lone wolf is over. Gather yourselves. Banish the word struggle from your attitude and your vocabulary. All that we do now must be done in a sacred manner and in celebration. We are the ones we've been waiting for. And there's a part of this poem that wasn't included to this, but know the river has its destination. This is all part of a much grander plan and scheme of the eternal plan of creation and the cyclical yuga cycles, they call it. And in the greater cycles of one creation of one universe is the Pralaya and Mantavara that the Vedics speak of, the ancient language. And as we make this transition from out of the dark ages, out of the age of the iron, the most densest of life, as we start ascending towards the light, we enter the age of Aquarius. That's what the fifth dimension saying, we are the age of Aquarius. This is what they're referring to, and we're on what's called the cusp. Keywords are humanitarian, pioneer, inventor, reformer, loyal, intellectual, visionary, friendly. The shadow side is erratic, eccentric, tactless, rebellious, opinionated, inconsistent, cold, impersonal. Aquarius' ruling planet is Uranus, which is change, radical change, unconventional change. The element sign is an air sign, which means it's of the mind. We're going to be thinking new thoughts, thinking new ideas. Water, what is it? Emotion. Water changes. Water can turn to ice. Water can turn to vapor. We are changing now. This is what it's talking about, the great change. The quality is fixed. Fixed means love. We have to find love. And the polarity is Leo, which means the I am. We have to find out what we're made of. This is the main archetype of where we're heading. And when we're dealing with the dark forces and we shine our light into the dark forces, it is no longer dark. They have shown their hand now. They're not hiding in the dark anymore. They're saying, here we are. What are you going to do about it? Well, they've been so afraid of our power, we need to find our internal power. We need to go within and find what we're made of and what we're willing to live for and what we're willing to die for. Your life has changed dramatically forever. Get over it. It's time to move on today, right now. Don't waste another day for the government to turn the spigots back on, for the debt to go away, for the tracking systems to stop, for all of this they put in the machinations in play. Design the world you want to see. Find what it is you want, and then go and take it as your eternal right as a human, physical, spiritual being having a physical experience. Jesus Christ, his last act before he was crucified, was to go and throw over the bankers' tables at age 33. He did the first act he did when he started his ministry at age 30 was the same thing. He was looking out for the suffering of people, and he used his body as an example, as a tool, and that's what got him crucified. He put his life on the line to show that he was eternal, and you could not kill me. You can kill my physical body, but you will never, ever kill my eternal spirit and soul. This is what he was saying when he resurrected, and he came back again. I'm back. We're all coming back here again. Let's start cleaning up the mess we made, us baby doomers, on our children's watch, where our children's future is completely uncertain. And think about the new millenniums and younger who are looking up and seeing nothing but fear. Face everything and respond. It's time for the great awakening. It's time to step up to the plate. Tag, you're it. We're in it together, folks. Let's get together. Don't let the fear give in. This is a great time to be alive. A great time to be alive. Take it for all it's worth. Peace.